What's up, everybody? Welcome to the monthly opinions from May 2010 as a Sonic the Hedgehog comic. The Sonic the Hedgehog comic, that is. And you're probably wondering what this is. Well, on the top it says Team Sonic / Sally Edition the Sonic Grams fan art. Remember what Ian said? Well, he asked for a fan to show the support and make some logos. Well, apparently the fans have responded. There you go. In fact, if you look at Sonic Grams on the next page, Ian even jokingly responds to a Sonic Amy supporter by saying that they are one of the 3 Sonic Amy fans out there. Not saying that there isn't a lot of Sonic Amy fans out there, but still. But still, the fans have responded. Now I know, and he even mentions here, in 210, Sonic the Hedgehog 210, we asked the fans to tell us who you thought Sally should end up with, Sonic or Monkey Kong. Well, as Ian puts it, well, fans of Sonic and Sally went to work and sent us a ton of shiny new fan art, so the special features this month, please enjoy all the awesome Team / Sonic Sally drawings. That's right, Team Sonic Sally. And no disrespect to the Sonic Amy supporters, but I think you now know what you're up against. This may not be much, but yeah, I think you know what you're up against. I mean, this could be just a sample. Maybe there'll be more next month. Who knows? But they wouldn't be dedicating a whole article of the fan art to them, would they? So no disrespect to the Sonic Amy fan supporters, but I think you know what you're up against now. Now, as far as my opinions, well, overall, I have to say the Iron Dominion story arc altogether was pretty good. It wasn't the best story arc, I'll give you that. There were a few hints here and there, a few things that should have been resolved, a few things that were left questioned to be asked and all that. So it really wasn't that bad. Wasn't the best, but it really wasn't that bad. I mean, yes, it was a nice change of pace from the Robotnik, Sonic, Freedom Fighters War. I'll give it that. It was a nice change of pace. But it wasn't anything big or spectacular. And especially when you look at 207 and then through 212, I think we all knew how that was going to end up. I think we all knew. Now, as far as my opinions go, next month we start out a new 2-part issue. Raining Cats and Dogs, guest star in the Wolfpack, and the Cat Clan, I believe, from the Angel Island or wherever, the Echidna Populism, whatever it is. It looks like it might be an interesting 2-parter. And Big the Cat makes his return, so it might be an interesting big 2-parter. Now, as far as Sonic Universe goes, I know a lot of fans are upset that the Journey to the East story arc is still going on, and that's supposed to be a tie-in, if you will, to the Iron Dominion arc, which officially ended last month and was in pause or concluded this month. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of fans are upset about that, but at least this whole thing comes to an end in a few weeks. But again, I know a lot of fans don't like the fact that it's not, released at the same time. But it's like I said before, it's not the writer's fault. It's the people who published the book. They didn't publish it, they didn't schedule it to be published at the same time, which they should have. So don't put any blame on the writer. Now, where does this lead us from here? Well, there's a lot of questions that are going to be answered real soon because of the story arc, even if you liked it or not, including this conclusion here in 212. But the thing is, what will be answered? What will people say? What will Ian Flynn himself do? I mean, we got some subtle hints here in 212. I mean, Lena Dawes still being stable but unconscious, and Eggman liking that, makes you wonder if he's going to find a way to control her. Yeah, let her be herself, but if she ever gets out of hand, it's like, you're now under my control. Kind of deal. And then, of course, we have Sonic and Nicole jokingly around. Well, Sonic has the line of, we'll make a real Mobian out of you yet. Makes you think. Makes you think, I wonder if perhaps they're going to finally make her a real Mobian instead of just a holographic Mobian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you think would be better? Holographic Mobian or real Mobian? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions answered real soon. I've got a feeling. I think what Ian Flynn needed to do with the story arc is he just needed to get out of his system. He just needed to get this whole Iron Dominion thing out of his system. But he mentions in Sonic Grams, which is on the next page here, that the Iron Queen Regina will be back. We don't know when, but she'll be back. Now, another thing that really gets a lot of fans wondering, if you're a Sonic Amy supporter, a lot of things that one thing I've noticed fans asking questions of on boards and everything is, why in the world would writers continually pair Sally up with Sonic and Sonic with her? Why in the world do they not acknowledge the fact that Sally should acknowledge that characters like Amy have feelings towards Sonic and should give them an opportunity? Well, again, this is where it needs to be addressed. You see, what longtime fans go by, and Ian Flynn being one of them, is that the Amy Rose in the comics is different from the Amy Rose in the games. The Amy Rose in the comics became who she is in issue 78, 79, when she used the Ring of Acorns to wish herself older. Now, there's another issue, I do not know what the number is, I have to look at it. But there's another issue, it's a backup story. It's a backup story where Amy and Tails have to go to school. Now Amy, thinking that, she's physically older, she could be with the older kids. But she finds out she's going to end up in the same class and same grade as Tails. Because even though she's physically older, mentally she's not. Now, a lot of people will argue the fact that she is mentally older now. I mean, take a look at what I do agree on that. I do agree. There have been signs that she is mentally, physically older now. But the truth is, just because she has shown it, doesn't mean she's all there yet. I mean, yeah, 210 is a good example. She showed great leadership ability in there. There's no doubt about that. Issue 210 is a good example. But let's take a look at 211. When Sonic asks Amy after he knocks the Iron King down, saying, "Hey Amy, you miss me?" She jumps right on him. She hugs him. She embraces him. On top of the Iron King of all people. I mean, yeah, I can understand she's happy and all that, but come on, wait till he gets off the Iron King before you do that. I mean, come on, right? That's one of the things, that needs to be worked on, right? According to some fans, longtime fans. That's one of the things that needs to be worked on. She can't always do that. I mean, and that's not just the only example. Take a look at, God, it's been about a year. What issue was it? It wasn't 207, it wasn't 206. Well, let's just take around the 204, maybe. Yeah, about 205.